I knew this day was coming, but there are some people that did not want this day to come. You know what I mean? If you're a gamer, you would, because that means everybody's benefiting, profiting, and there's more games in development, as I've been telling people, and more stuff is continuing. So here we have it. Ponies sit down. They are the most insecure of them all. So here we go. Not only here we go right here, right here. Let's get to the main thing. Then we're gonna get to this one. The Nintendo Switch 2 has sold over 3.5 million units worldwide in its first 4 days, becoming the fastest selling Nintendo hardware ever and console of all time. Sony had the record before that. Oh, yeah. I've been telling people this. They don't want to listen to me. We're going to get to the Wii U stuff too, and then we're going to get to some more idiots and haters and fanboys. We're going to get to all that. Not only from Nintendo. Switch 2 is now the fastest selling console ever in the history of video games. I said that was going to happen multiple times. PlayStation 5 took 1 month to sell 3.4 million, while PlayStation 4 2.1 million during its first 16 days. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here goes one of the most insecure rainbow pony ball licking to the deepest degree to where it's glossy, you know what I mean, and shine perfectly. Yeah, this guy right here. He was so insecure against the Switch, he tried everything he could to try to make it look bad. He even had fake screenshots, everything. No matter what he tried, he's such an insecure fanboy. He tried to use Steam Deck, everything, which is stupid, because that's the reason why it exists, because the Switch won. But anyways, he tried everything he could. He tried to bring this up, but it doesn't matter. It's not going to work. And of course, instead of congratulating him, this is what he does, because this tells you a lot about this guy. He's a pony. He can't handle that Sony is now second place for the record. Nintendo holds all the records, and they're not going to take market lead. They're going to get Call of Duty, all that. He can't handle it. It's too much. He's tripping. Tripster, you're tripping, bro. It's like Cyclops losing. You know what I'm talking about? That headgear. Yeah, that's where Tripster's at right now with this. He can't handle it, y'all. We got to help him out, maybe. But I heard the Switch 2 was going to be a massive failure. Yeah, what happened with that? There's just no way. Look, these people do not understand how gaming works, guys. Let me tell you something. Digital carry over conversion from 153 million, maybe more, carrying over that's been with them for a long time. You know what I mean? They're not understanding that. That's an automatic conversion. That there automatically is a generational victory. Same thing what Sony did. Phil Spencer's been telling people about that. Yeah, once you have that digital carryover and you win, that's game over. Nintendo has the biggest digital carryover in gaming history. Sony was 117 million. That's how much they had. Obviously, there wasn't probably that much active. Nintendo has 153 million. That's way more than 117 million. That's how much more they have to carry over. And the console industry needs this. It was in a bad state. Now it's a lot more healthy. This is good. Any gamer should want this. More competition. Sony not just running around doing what they want, dumping out Microsoft and canceling a whole bunch of stuff and just throwing you a bunch of remasters, just getting away like that. No, man, there needs to be some competition. They need to be put in their place. Ponies, sit down. This is the first console that I bought multiple of. The family loves Mario Kart World. It's phenomenal. You know what? Let's get right to this, y'all. I got 30 hours in Mario Kart World already. I have more than that actually, but just wanted to, you're talking to a Switch 2 owner here, man. You know, we got Splatoon 3 ready. We're ready for that update. You know what I mean? Smash Ultimate got that. I'm ready for them to update that in the future. Mario Kart World Wonder was playing that. Checked out that new update. Splatoon 3, we got that. You know, we got the retro stuff on the profile. That's got a new update. We're going to get that. I hope they update this. That would be nice. Got that ready. And if y'all want to see me do some other games, something that I do want to do for y'all on a stream is Luigi's Mansions 3, because that game is absolutely amazing. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, we have it here. We support and buy games, you know what I mean? That's what we do. So we got a lot more. Some of them I used to own physical, and I did trade them in a while ago. So I'll have to get them again later, but I'm not worried about that right now. But yeah, I'm having a blast. Freaking loving Mario Kart World. Game is absolutely god tier. But yeah, getting back over here. Now let's move over. June. Let's start with this person going back to April 2nd. Insanely overpriced. I always thought that was funny, right? Because it's $449, right? And the Steam Deck is $399, but it's 3 years older, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, yeah, definitely more. And it has no dock. And if you get a dock for it, which you're spending money on, it doesn't empower it. But the Switch 2 dock's probably at what, $100? So if you add the dock to the Steam Deck, it doesn't get empowered, by the way. It will cost what, $100? So how much more would it be? This has a 1080p screen, 120 frames per second, VRR, HDR, way bigger screen. Its own exclusives can be docked, do 4K, all of that. You know what I mean? DLSS. I don't get how that's expensive. No, that wasn't the problem. People were complaining about the software price of Mario Kart, not the hardware. The hardware price is fine. $399 obviously would have been a steal, but they always make profit. Named very similar to its predecessor. Divisive, by the way, this is way back in April, by the way. Put the Wii U there. There were some people doing this. They just don't understand what I just said. Digital carryover. Yeah, what happened? Sit down. You don't know what you're talking about. If you go down to this comment there, there's gonna be people coming here smoking him on here too. They're gonna tell him he don't know what he's talking about. Switch to is all of these things, but it isn't overpriced. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not overpriced. This guy's an idiot. Me, what I'm stupid. They're basically making fun of him. JC, you're really blowing this out of proportion. The console was just $50 more than the PS4 Pro when it came out. You guys just want to complain for the fun of it. Oh yeah, that's a big thing. So let's go over here. Now, when the Switch came out, it sold out and Nintendo undershipped. They had a fear, a Wii U fear that bothered them with the Switch 1. That's where you could add the fear. And they ended up undershipping and they didn't know it would sell out fast. So they had to get more shipments over time and then only end up selling 2.74 for that month. As much as it sold, because it kept on selling later on. We know it's the second most sold console of all time. It's going to pass up DS when it happens. This year it's like a million plus behind it or something. So it's about to be the number 2 this year. But we see what's happening with the Switch 2. It's taking off faster. So aligned right now, it's looking pretty good. Just so that we can take a look at some stats here. This is what we do over here. You guys know this. We congratulate. We're not haters. Let's take a look at the form over here, right? Going all the way down here. Nintendo Switch 2 sells over 3.5 million units worldwide in 4 days, right? At least we now have official numbers. They're impressive. Positive. Congrats to Nintendo. What a launch. Positive. Gargantuan launch. Positive. The Wii U 2, according to some on Reddit. Oh, there was a lot of Wii U posts all over the place because these people don't understand the market. So you come on my page. I'm right again. See what I mean? I told them I keep proving them wrong. Just keep coming here. You're going to see it. I'm good at what I do no matter where I'm at. Pretty good start. Just wish I was among one of them. I'm jealous looking at the Mario Kart World footage. Beast. See, these people are not haters. They're just gamers congratulating. You know what I mean? Beast mode. My God. I had a feeling that Mario Kart Bundle would do an encore this holiday season. Damn, that's over 3 million Mario Kart World sold already, I bet. Wild. Switch 2 is a Kaju. Well, damn, pretty good for a PS4 level experience. What an idiot. It's literally no different than the Series S. As a matter of fact, Koei Tecmo just updated that. You know, we can shut a lot of people down right here. There's people that want to say it. Like I said, it's a low blow saying because they feel inferior. You know what I mean? It's an inferior fanboy feeling because they're a fanboy. They feel that way. If you want a fanboy, you would just be happy for any gaming platform growing and more competition and more Sony stumping. It's about putting Sony in their place. Koei Tecmo just came out and said this today. Koei Tecmo producer Takuto Itagawa suggested the Switch 2 is more similar to the Series S in terms of raw computing power than PlayStation 4. These people don't understand stats. Like, why are you comparing the PlayStation 4 technology? The PlayStation 4 launched, what, in 2013? But they were working on that technology back in like 2011 and 10. It's old ass technology. We're in 2025. The Switch technology, 2 technologies like 2021 or something like that. Like, dude, these people are dumb. It's like, shut up. You know what I mean? It's like, no, bro. Like, not even close. It's getting blown away. And it has no AI systems either. Like, there's just no way. Now, the Switch in handheld mode can compete with the PlayStation 4. But with DLSS, it beats it. That's why I don't understand what Digital Foundry was. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Because Koei Tecmo just released today. They've been developing games for it. And they came out and they posted said Switch 2 is closer to the Series S than PS4. Of course it is. It has more RAM than the Series S. When DLSS is turned on, it beats it in GPU. because of the AI. But the CPU wise is where it doesn't. But they're pretty similar, except the Switch is portable. So imagine that a portable console like the Series S that can be docked, it has its own exclusives, dominates the whole world because the handheld market is with the mobile is bigger than what you think. A lot of people overlook it, and yeah, I mean what it can do. Like people are already seeing it, man. It's awesome. You don't look at it as a stationary console. You have to look at it as a hybrid tablet that's able to be that powerful. So it's not impressive when comparing to other consoles. No, no, no. But as a tablet, it's actually pretty good. Now, I hope they would do a midget upgrade. That would be awesome. Yeah, getting back over here, we see people congratulating. Uh, Ponies are not going to do that because they're haters. Unless you're just a gamer, this says, yeah, that's cool. And because there's people on PlayStation that have the Switch 2 right now. There's people on Xbox that have it. There's people on PC that have it. And they just want to game and play games they can't get anywhere else. And they know it's not a problem. Spending more money on groceries in a month or two than 6 or 7 years of enjoying a console that you spend one fee on. It's not really that big of a deal. It's all about the games that you can't get anywhere. Otherwise, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? What want to deal with the ridiculous policies on PC? I don't think so. I'm just gonna do that. But other than that, yeah, things are good. I'm enjoying the game. Let me know what games you guys are playing. If you want to play with me on my Switch, let me know too. I'm down to play some Mario Kart. Future games coming out in the future too. Um, Once again, congratulations again to Nintendo. I'm very happy. I proved a lot of people wrong. And I'm not trying to do that in a negative way, but I'm trying to tell you, I know what I'm talking about. You have some people calling me fanboys and all that stuff too, but they do that on anything I represent. I just think it's funny. At the end of the day, we gaming over here. We talk from experience. You got people sitting over there talking. It's like, but you ain't got no experience. Sit down. Ponies. I can't wait to see you on the Gears field. But anyways, all right, y'all. Peace out. Have a great day. Yeah, that's what we do.